today we're going to be ranking every single Skyblock skill.
But Alex, why do you think you're going to have the best opinion of Skyblock skills?
Well, because if you check out my Skyblock profile, I'm currently sitting at a 46.9 nice skill average. And we're going to start off with farming. Now, farming is a great money making method, and every time you get farming leveled up, you gain some farming fortune. With the farming fortune cap being in the thousands, that means you're going to need to spend upwards of 100 millions to 1 billion coins for a full setup to make this stuff worth it. And that's why, in my opinion, as a skill, it's fun, easy, and it's just plain Minecraft. It makes sense of a farming skill. But in terms of a tier list, I think I'm going to put it at B, because everybody can understand it, but it's just not that fun. Mining, well, mining is very similar. You can either go to the crystal hollows and go mine some gemstones and do some commissions, which I'm a big commissioner enjoyer. If you didn't know, during Derpy, if you only do commission 3 and 4 in the crystal hollows, you get millions of XP per hour by just simply not being dumb. Just make yourself a path. There's only like 10 different outcomes. Boom. Easy money, easy skill XP. And yeah, I would say as long as during Derpy, good skill. I've heard crystal mining, good money. I've never done it for the money. I've done it for the skills. I'm mining 60. Why don't we put mining at A? It's a good skill. Fun sometimes. So incredibly boring at other times. Combat. Peak Skyblock. Right here. You like punching things? You like pew! You like good sound effects in your ear when you destroy things? You like getting skill XP? You like destroying a lot of different things? You like having weapons that do different damages and different values based on your strength and critical damage, your crit chance, and all that boom boom boom? We'll look no further because that's what combat is. I love combat. I'll just go in a dungeon, just go pew 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 around, spend 2 minutes in there, boom, thousands of combat XP in my bank. Along with that, there's also the bestiary rewards, which can give you a huge amount of XP, and those, I would say, help a lot. I went up almost 4 levels, from 46 to almost 50 from just claiming my bestiary rewards. Those are in the millions at a certain point, okay? So that's why I think I'm gonna put combat as our first S tier skill. Foraging, I love foraging, is what I would say if I was freaking lying. Foraging, in my opinion, is the worst Skyblock skill. It's so underdeveloped. You know what you do in it? Break tree. That's it. No skill tree. No commissions. Just pow. Go to next tree. Pow. And then some guy with a young armor comes in and steals all your trees, which is why we're putting this. Wait a second, boys. The worst of the worst. Alright, now that we got that fixed, that's why we're putting this in here at the worst of the worst, also known as F tier. Fishing. Well, this one's gonna fill your pickle if you do say so myself. I enjoy fishing. I know it sounds crazy. I've recently started to get into lava fishing, and although I spent 3 hours getting 1 skeleton fish, it was a good time. I'm gonna be honest, probably the best fishing time I've had in forever. Like, it's fishing, you know, there's only so much they can do. Every game has their own. You sit there, you wait, and then sometimes it's like, and then you're like, whoa, and then you get the fish, right? Well, this game has cool sea creatures, so I say, this doesn't sound crazy. I'm gonna put it at B tier. I'm gonna put it below farming though, because I think a lot more people enjoy farming. Enchanting. Well, when Enchanting first came out, I would say F tier 100%. You just had to enchant, and hope to get enough XP. You would have to sit there for days just getting that stuff. But since the experiment table came out, it's like a little mobile game. Pew, 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 and then you get hundreds of thousands of XP. Whoa, easy way to level up pets. Right now, that's what I do with my Grandma Wolf pet. I have a little skill boost on it, and I just do the experiment table with it, and bam, so much XP. I think Enchanting, it was either Enchanting or Alchemy. It was my first max skill. And hey, there's a reason for it, okay? So I'm gonna put this at S. Alchemy. See, the thing with Alchemy is that it's easy to max as long as you have the money for it, because there's only one way to level up Alchemy, and you want to know what that is? Making potions. The more money you spend on potions, boom, you make yourself a little automatic brewing station. You'll have Alchemy 50 in no time, but are you gonna feel good about that skill afterwards? No, you just spent millions and millions and millions of coins on it, and it doesn't really help that much. Good for god potions, like I said, max, but like, I hope one day they do something with Alchemy and maybe raise the skill to 60 and then, you know, do something good with it. Make it actually fun to grind. But because of that, I think I'm going to put it at C. It's not terrible, but you also have to remember, you just kind of have to buy it. Like, you can't just pretend, you can't just like grind for it. You have to buy this, unless you're going to grind farming and then use that. Carpentry. I can't say I'm a carpentry expert. I have Carpentry 34. I don't think I've ever done carpentry on purpose. It's just crafting stuff like enchanted diamonds. They give you carpentry XP, and then with that you can go to a little shop in the hub and buy some silly little decorations. But I think I'm gonna put it along with alchemy and C because it's a skill. It doesn't really affect your skill average, but it's definitely a skill. You can get health from it, SKYBLOCK XP coins, whatever you want. So we're gonna keep it at C tier for now, okay? Okay. Rune crafting. I can't say I have a lot to say about this. Do you have anything to say about it? It exists. I don't actively grind for it, and because of that, I think I might put it at the same level as foraging, just because I don't particularly care, like at all. It's a filler skill. Yeah, I think we're gonna do that. Even below foraging, in my opinion, okay? Social. The one thing SKYBLOCK players don't know how to do in game is make friends. And that is more apparent than ever as they added a social level, forcing you to go hang out with other SKYBLOCKers. But it gives you tic-tac-toe, so S tier. Just kidding. No. I'd say it's a good B tier. It's not a skill you want to do, but hey. It exists, man. Taming. Taming's a interesting skill because it's not something you can just go actively grind. I mean, you can, but realistically what's going to happen is you're going to be leveling up a pet while doing another skill, and you're just going to get max taming from that. I think it's good. It's like Pokemon. You got to catch them all. I think I'm going to put it at A tier. You don't really have to do much for it. It's not really boring or anything. It's there. Dungeoneering. What do I think about it? Goated. With the sauce, okay? It is like combat, but you get to solve rooms, you get to solve secrets, you get to level up archer, berserk, mage, healer, and tank classes while also leveling up your dungeon class. And wow, it's so cool. It's so cool. It's like what combat wants to be, and then some. I will kiss the developer who went up to hypixel himself and said, hey, we should add some dungeons, because that might be the best idea you've ever had, and that is going straight to the top of S tier. You guys like my list? If you don't, why don't you comment down below and let me know what you would pick. But before you leave, make sure to subscribe, because I want you to, please. And leave a like if you enjoyed. I'll be back with another video, and goodbye.